Okay, hey, we're up.
Whoa. Hi.
Oh,
hi, everyone.
Happy Friday.
Yeah, happy Friday. PowerNation after hours?
Yeah.
During hours. During hours.
Is it during? Yeah, we're missing Mark and Tommy.
Yeah.
These are the people that actually got their work done this week, so that's why they're not here.
They're in detention. We're early release.
No, they're prepping to go down to Indy.
They are going to Indy with the Sidewinder for some stuff, but so we'll start out with their show. Their show is new this week. Project Street Regal gets its vinyl top removed, and it says add some goodies under the front of our Mustang Project Sidewinder. I think it's, what is it, Rob? Lights?
Lights in the splitter.
Lights in the splitter. Thank our tech director, tech editor, Rob Campbell, right over there. He supervised this to make sure I don't drop any F-bombs or take my pants off. So.
Pat, you have the cleanest language I've ever heard, so I don't know what you're worried about.
Did both of those earlier today.
I'm not being rude or anything on Facebook. I'm actually watching Lights Out down in Georgia right
Lights
now.
Out in Georgia is going
Road
on.
275, Q2 is going on. So.
Yeah.
He's doing what I was doing last week.
It's so addicting.
Very important stuff.
Pat, you guys were not here all week.
We were not here all week. To what we done? What we done?
What we done?
What
What
did
we
you
done?
do? What did you do?
No. Well, Mike and I had the pleasure of going to the Matco Tools Expo in beautiful, one of my favorite cities, Las Vegas, Nevada. Yeah, we stayed at the Venetian / Palazzo. I had a room that it was actually, the room was bigger than my first apartment.
Yeah.
It was gigantic. I had motorized curtains.
Yep.
And,
A bar, wet bar.
it was unbelievable.
Wow, yeah.
And but we were there for the Matco Tools Expo, and that is something that all the Matco dealers and distributors go to for all the newest, latest, greatest stuff for their trucks.
I could sit on the toilet and watch TV.
Really?
Yeah.
I could be on the phone.
It was awesome.
I was going to order pizza from the toilet.
They also gave
What
you
do they
that
call that? The Elvis phone?
help me cord in your back.
So, but it was good. We were there. It was Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday of this week. So we went from Vegas. Now we're back, and it was a good time. And I'm glad we went. We learned a lot of stuff.
We saw a lot of cool tools, a lot of new stuff coming out from Matco. And if you're watching this and are interested in starting a Matco franchise and
Matt,
being a distributor,
man, the franchisees kept coming up to us. I had no less than 10 people come up to me and say, we started being a Matco distributor because of what they've seen on our show. So that was incredibly flattering, and I'm happy that people have changed their lives from doing that. That's a big deal. But anyway, so you don't look so good. Why?
Well, normally I always wear a jacket and a hoodie indoors. If you guys know
He's
what.
from Maine, so you're either sick, you either got like the clap or something. I'm not sure what you have.
that's fine.
You never know. I mean, there's lots of bugs that are going around.
Oh, Lysol.
Yeah, right everywhere. There you go. So stay healthy this time of year, guys. The Truck Tech episode that's going to be airing this weekend is not a new one. It's a rerun. I know a lot of you guys are complaining that we have reruns, but it helps the production schedule move along and things like that for us.
Plus, you get to see a cool project that no one maybe have seen.
And so the project that we're going to be talking about this week is actually a personal favorite of mine.
He's got a visual aid.
I have a visual aid. It is Project. Sorry, I didn't even cover your Jeremy. It
Somehow.
is Project Supermax, our 2003 LB7 Duramax powered regular cab short bed Silverado. And for you truck guys out there, you'll probably recognize the fact that you couldn't actually buy one of these. So, in an old episode that we reran a couple weeks ago, we showed how we modified the frame. In this episode that's airing this weekend, we're going to show some of the rust repairs. So this truck, I wouldn't say we were lied to, but the truck that we bought was very well disguised. So if you guys live in the north, you know what a big problem rust is. So this truck came to us. Somebody had taken some bed liner and they had sprayed the entire side of the truck, obviously trying to hide the fact that it was rotted out.
And it worked.
And it did work. They did some very creative body filler work, I guess I'll call it. No chicken wire, but about 5/8 of an inch of filler over a sheet metal pack. Anyway, so we show you in the episode this weekend how to do some basic rocker panel and cab corner, basic rust repair, which is very common on these, 99 to 07 GMT 800 body style trucks. So another episode on Project Supermax this weekend. That's what's going on with Truck Tech.
I have to give you guys credit. That thing was pretty bad.
It was cool.
I actually, I don't know if I should say this or not. I had a love affair with this truck. I always say that, but I built this truck because I wanted it. I wanted to own that truck so bad. But I had the great opportunity to build it. It came out amazing, and I'll definitely build another one for myself someday.
That was the first vehicle. So the first time Eliza and I got to leave the studio was when you guys ran the Nova.
Yeah.
And you brought the truck out to the track and you ran it too. And
I
the
just
only
remember
thing,
donuts galore.
oh
that
yeah,
day.
smoke.
Yeah.
Smoke and more smoke.
It was great. It was an awesome truck.
You know, one of my theories is that you can't properly test a vehicle without doing, some completely obnoxious and unnecessary burnouts and donuts and just destroy some tires. So yeah, that day at the track,
I
you guys
also learned that you've got a couple of jokes under your sleeve.
jokes.
Yeah.
Fill me in.
I think what was it?
Can you say them? Is this okay?
You know,
Okay.
it's
This is going to take me by surprise. I think.
Is this risque?
no, it's not.
Uh-oh.
What do you call when a Prius strips?
Oh, it's the electric slide.
I learned that from him.
Wow.
Oh man.
That's a stretch.
With
that
that
whole
joke I heard all day.
Uh,
Dad joke.
Okay, so what do you guys have going this week?
We are doing something that's really cool, but absolutely terrible to work with. We're going to fiberglass.
Yeah.
So-
And Jeremy gets the rear suspension packed up.
Okay.
Yeah.
So we're
Okay.
adding some really, really expensive.
Yeah, so your show is what is it? Putting the Raptor stuff on.
Yeah, so we're taking the Ranger and we're going to make it look like a mini Raptor.
And this is a
That's-
new show. This is
Yeah, this is
Yeah,
our
this
new
is
show.
new show.
Yeah, so we're just advancing the Ranger. It's going to look like a mini Raptor. So at the end of it, you'll actually see it sitting on all fours.
Is it?
I think so.
I think,
Or it'll at least
no.
look like a
Yeah.
completely different truck.
It'll kind of look like a truck now. Not
It'll
just
have-
a cab with tubes sticking out from it.
Yeah.
Okay.
The rear box sides on it and the one-piece front clip, and
Yeah.
it looks just like a mini Raptor. So
You know how I can tell you from the north? You call them box sides.
they're box sides because it's a box on the back. of the
Bed
truck.
sides.
That's a,
Well, you know what? I'm from the north too.
box.
Oh my God.
But I call them bed
And it's
sides.
called pop, not soda.
No.
Bed side.
called
Step
close
side.
Because
No,
when
no.
you open the top, it goes.
I take that
Right.
back. That's how we can tell you from the north Midwest.
Ooh, and what?
Let me correct all of you. It's called Coke.
it's called Coke.
And when you
It's
say,
called
"Hey,
Coke?
I like a Coke," oh, what kind?
What if it's Mountain Dew,
that is
Rice,
always
Dr.
there.
Pepper?
It's
Yeah, right.
Coke and Dr. Pepper only.
What do you say if you go into a restaurant and you don't want Coca-Cola, but you want something else?
You have to say, "I like a Coke," and then they say, "What kind?" And
No,
then you.
that's not a thing.
It's a thing.
That's
No,
not
it's a
a
thing.
It is.
Have you guys ever stopped and thought, like, sometimes, dang, I just wasted 10 seconds of my life on that?
Oh, yeah, right?
Yeah.
All the time, every other
Really
10
carry
seconds,
away.
I think.
So our show this weekend, our show is also a rerun, but it's a great one. Again, we're showing some of these as a rerun because of our production, helping us get other stuff done, plus exposing a whole new group of people to our old project. Ours, we work more on our 62 Nova. It says it's ready for final assembly, and lots of tech and fab work have to be done to get this thing ready. So, and again, kind of like LT, his intense love for that truck. I really like this Nova. It was a Pro Street car. I'm old school, so I like Pro Street. It had a naturally aspirated big block in it that was 5'8", 188 inches. The car was bullet fast, and we didn't do anything hardly to it. We didn't even ring the thing out.
You're leaving out the foot brake.
This is a 590 car when we were messing with it, and all rung out. This was a 550 car, pretty easy. This thing was bad.
It was kicking.
And again, you guys'
We
first,
got to see it.
first week was here,
Yeah.
and you were here, and so it was a lot of fun. So, other than that, what we got going this weekend? What are you doing?
I'm gonna like curl up underneath a blanket, put a space heater next to me, and have like a bottle of NyQuil.
Okay.
If
That's why we-
anybody's somewhat local to the Tennessee area, Monster Trucks in Memphis.
What? Oh wow.
Yeah, so
Okay.
I'll be there, going, taking the kids, bringing the kids. It's going to be absolutely fantastic.
What are you working on your truck?
Yeah, I'll be working on my monster truck. No, I wish I had a monster truck.
Have,
Almost,
have you
almost.
told the viewers what your truck is?
What is your truck?
It is a 1953 Willys pickup, and I'm pretty sure that I'm going to be taking stuff out of my Blazer and throwing it into the Willys so that I can get it out on the road for summer.
You just bought a set of axles.
I did, 1 tons, and so powertrain in the Blazer was 383 and 700, so and 208 transfer case. So it should move.
Very nice.
That's right.
Austin, anything special?
Drinking beer, man.
Man, that's
Drinking
he-
beer.
That's what he
See,
does.
he's got the best answer.
I mean,
Working them
that's-
girls.
Yeah, everything else I do is secondary.
Well, yeah, don't you have
So,
a project? You have a
yeah, I
project
got a
working on?
67 Camaro. I'll probably be doing something on. Although it's supposed to rain all weekend, so
No.
So we're in a tight
Get
space
it
now, so I
done.
kind of got to have the garage door open and move some stuff out to get some done.
So tell everybody a little bit about the car, where it's at, and kind of what your goals are.
Yeah, so believe it or not, I think I had this car like 2 years now, and time flies, okay? It's still in E-code. It was all the metalwork's pretty much done. I'm finishing up, tub in the rear, get some wider rubber back there, and slick firewall. So all that metalwork's done. Basically, the metalwork I have left is tubs. I had to move the rear seat pans up a little bit to fit. Art Morrison has this spline sway bar kit for the rear, so you got to kind of notch out your.
So what kind of vibe is it going to be? Like a pro touring or like a drag style?
Nah, pro touring style, dude. Like normal. It'll look like a new factory interior. Nothing crazy, no roll bars or nothing. But it'll probably have about 800 horse at the pad.
I can help you with that.
Yeah.
What
What are you guys doing? What's going on this weekend? Anything?
I have no idea what I'm doing actually. I cleaned my shed, the house. I live out on 20 acres, and I have my house is spring fed, so I've been working on my water system, which it's actually A-OK now, but that takes regular maintenance, and I actually hung a bunch of targets out. I got targets at 50, 100, 150, 180, and 200. And I just, right off the back porch, I just take rips right off the back porch.
You guys need to follow Pat on Instagram because he posts amazing pictures in the morning when the fog is either just coming up and the sun's breaking through it.
And just think he's in his underwear when he takes the
he's in
picture.
his underwear.
Oh, that's a guarantee.
If you're lucky.
If you're lucky.
There's no reverse angles on that because that is too risque.
Anything going?
I am tonight going home to finish putting together the wife's 6-liter for the Tahoe.
That's right. Somebody's building his wife up.
Pretty nice deal. Trick Flow Gen X 225s. Nice little can motion cam, poly intake, and all that good stuff. So we're going to get the grocery getter to haul the mail.
I'll drop mine off when
Make
you're
some
done.
steam.
Yeah, it should make some pretty good power.
All right, I think that's it.
When are we on? We're on the History Channel.
We get a bunch of questions about this. We are on the History Channel. A bunch of people at the Matco like, hey, are you guys off the air? Well, no, we're not off the air. We have moved to History Channel. We're on 7 a.m. Eastern and 7 a.m. Pacific. Now, check your listings. We're also on NBC's Sports Channel as well. So we are still out there and we are online. Our PowerNation app, you can watch all of our shows commercial free for I don't know how much. It's super cheap. So
First month
The
is 99
second-
cents.
Probably the second most popular question we get asked about our air schedule is for our Canadian viewers. Unfortunately, at this time, History Canada doesn't carry our programming, so you guys will have to tune in at PowerNationTV.com.
We are working on the Canada. Our Canada friends, we are working on it, I assure you. We've got a bunch of people asking about it. It's going to happen. We don't know when it's going to happen, but it is getting worked on. So stick with us. We'll take care of you. So
We got a lot of exciting tech coming up for you guys this season, so stay tuned, and thanks for hanging with us this Friday afternoon.
all right.
Have a good weekend, everybody.